Okay, we got the DX160. This is iBASSO's latest DAP. It's aimed at the market around $500. It's a direct competitor with the M11. It looks like it's got some things. It's got not some things. On the bottom, it's got two outputs. One is 4.4 balance, and the other is a multi-purpose jack. It could be headphone out, it could be line out, it could be SPDIF. On the side, you've got a single SD slot. This would be one of the quick things you'll notice the difference. The M11 has dual SD slots. That's important for some people. On the top, you've got a USB-C, and then you've got the power button. On the other side, you've got the general controls, which will put that on your right-hand side, which is good. I believe that the file is opposite. The file is actually left-hand side control, so you got to use it like this. That's important for some people. Screen quality on this thing is, I want to figure out how to do this lock screen better, because I can't stand that. Screen looks gorgeous. How does it sound? Only listen to it very briefly. It sounds like it leans kind of analytical, like something on the Sony WM1A, but not so much like the DX200 with the stock amp, and certainly not on the WM1Z. And I'm not talking quality, I'm talking about tonality. Or the Opus #1 with the real aluminum chassis, or the Calyx M, which would lean much more towards the full-bodied kind of weighted sound. People talk about like heights and depths on DAPs. That's the transducer that goes in your ear, balanced armature, dynamic, electrostatic, planar. Those are what really make the sound, not really this so much. This is not supposed to do too much influence unless you input that via EQ or filter settings. In its stock, ready to go form, this shouldn't really sound like much. To my ear, it sounds not overly analytical. But I'm going to do a review for this, so if you guys are like, what? I'll go through, I'll do a full walkthrough for it. They send this to certain people that, this was paid for, this is not for free, so this is not going to be like you're going to see on other channels where they're going to just say, this doesn't compete with things that are more expensive, but that's because it's not supposed to, and blah, 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 all that bullshit about stuff that's supposed to be. They put it in tiny little boxes. Like, don't expect this to sound like a flagship because it's not priced that way. Hey, fuck you. People do stuff sometimes with headphones, and sometimes the top of the line sounds like the middle of the line or better. And people think, wait, what? This must not have been done on purpose. These people are not rocket scientists, man. They sometimes do that. I'm still convinced that the DX150 was a better experience than the DX200. I think that to this day. I love the 150. I thought that was awesome. Somebody just posted measurements on some site, and the technical data puts this on par, surpasses the 220 in some configuration that I don't know. So people will come out and say, there's no way. Could be. I don't know. If I think so, I'm going to say it. I'll also compare it with the M11, and if I like this better, then this will replace the M11, because neither one has a changeable amp. And they both got 4.4, and this has got a gorgeous screen, so this could be my new baby. I wish it had 2 slots, but what's the onboard storage on this thing? Why don't you check, Mr. Review Man? Okay, give me a second here. Battery, display, audio settings, storage, internal. What are we looking at here? Internal storage, 32 gig. Okay. That's not that much. All right. Yeah, no big deal. Screen is gorgeous. So you're 4 minutes in. Bad guy's got the 160. He's going to do a review. There's a chance he could not like it like the DX200. There's a chance he could love it like the DX150. I'm a screen slut though. This is getting warm in my hand right now. We started at 53 and we're at 47 right now. But I'm playing a DSD. Or I'll go back and look at the video and see what that was. But we're at 47 right now. I want to see Is he really gonna sit here and just look at that thing through the screen? Nah, I'm just fucking with you. I'm not gonna do that. I like that nice little orb telling me that the music is getting louder. Okay, enough of that. We're still on 47. There's the information. Delete. Fuck no, not deleting that. Go back to there. Album. There's a little... Nah, it's smooth. It's gorgeous, isn't it? Look at that thing, man. How are you doing, Mr. Crowley? I wish it would do kind of like what the Colorfly does and take some of the main colors from the album art and apply that to the background. I don't know if the M11 is doing that. I'll check if it does, but that's kind of visually appealing. And it's 2019, almost 2020, so I'd like that to be standard. It makes the theme of the device match the album art that I'm listening to, which means that it's dynamic and it changes while I'm listening to my music library. For somebody with, you know, ADHD. So this would be like red and orange. I got 5 on it. It's just blue in the background. But it's a dope looking screen. We're at 46 now. That's not bad. I had one of these. I get DAP sometimes and it starts to drain very quickly while I'm doing my initial opinions. So this will be coming. I got a lot of stuff on deck, you guys. I mean a lot of stuff. And that's still on 46. Nothing. Panic mode. All music. We have 42 Tupac songs. We have 52, 42, 94. That's gorgeous, isn't it? Sing for me, Bob. This reminds me of, it escapes me right now. Reminds me of a smaller Sony, kind of. Or something else. It's like one of the other Fios. What was it, M9 or something on steroids? Seriously. Some people say, oh, your videos are like ASMR. It's because I'm looking through a viewfinder while I do this, and sometimes I'm just like, damn, that stuff's sexy. It comes with 2 cheap plastic covers. That's cool. I don't mind. I guess you can buy glass yourself. It's got a data charging cable. Don't know if I said that at the beginning. I forget. The color quality on this screen is just mesmerizing. Really, really nice. We're still at 45. Okay, so I saw something online about battery issue. This is doing normal performance right now. Look at that. That's fucking gorgeous. Okay, enough of wasting you guys' time. It's in the house. It's going to be used when I listen to stuff. I'll also use the M11 because it's burnt into my brain right now, and I'll be noticing the difference when I play stuff. And review for this, and then with its competitor, which is the M11, obviously they'll be compared. Don't make assumptions that I'm going to pick the M11, man. I'm telling you, I love the shit out of the DX150. I'd still have that if it wasn't for I move through DAPs a lot. I thought, if you got the 150 and you think it should you move along, that's, I guess, probably the people I'll be talking to. I don't know if they upgrade the firmware to like the same as this for 150 users, or if they've moved along and don't support that as much. Because remember, the 150, you can change the amp modules. You could use the tube amp right now with the 150, if I'm not mistaken. So probably not be recommending this over that Yes, the 150 that's 2 years old is still really boss. Are you tired of looking at Bob Marley? I'm not, but I'll be out of here anyway. The screens. Oh, fuck you. I'm the boss. Look at that more. What is the last screen before we get out of here? Make it different every time. Something I haven't used before. Oh, okay. My favorite Metallica. This is the 598 EP Garage Days revisited. They put the price on this so that people wouldn't sell it for more. This was an anti-industry event. If you don't know why is this called a 598 EP? Because they wanted it priced that. They put it in the title so that people wouldn't charge more for it. Ironically, these are the people that sued Napster. But I digress. But I always like giving you guys a little bit of more than just the gear. Got mixed feelings about these guys. I love Napster. I get my music where I want to get it from, but I'm getting off. Anyway, 598 EP, called such because they were trying to say fuck you to the people that were jacking up the price, which would be like Tower Records at the time. So that's what that was all about. And this is my favorite album that they've released. Ride the Lightning's pretty dope too, isn't it? Anyway, I'm out.